About 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. However, 97% of this is seawater, 2% is locked in polar ice caps and glaciers. The remaining 1% of water is available as fresh water. There is a dire need to conserve every drop of water. Mumbai has a population of 12 million. Over 30% lives in slums, and the density of population is 22,000 per square kilometer. This leads to a shortage of drinking water of 800 million litres per day. The water supplied to Mumbai from various sources is about 563 million gallons per day. The monsoon precipitation is collected in 6 lakes and supplied to the city through the year. The BMC manages to supply between 70 to 75% of the city's water needs. The groundwater table in Mumbai is fast depleting. It is already over 100 meters deep at many places. There are about 7,000 bore wells exploiting the water table, but there is hardly any charging in the ground. Lowering of the groundwater level is causing salt attack. This means that the seawater is seeping into the soil and making the groundwater useless for drinking. On the other hand, due to global warming, the sea will increase in years to come. Therefore, it is high time we take all types of water conservation measures on a war footing. Consume less, reuse and recycle, stop leakages. 650 million litres of water leaks from pipelines in Mumbai every day. Above all, there is no justification at all for wasting the scarce drinking water on non-drinking purposes, which accounts for over 40% of the total water consumption. The practical, low-cost and high-yield conservation methods of water in order of priority are rainwater harvesting, grey bathroom and wastewater recycling.
You hold as much of rainwater as possible, don't let it go to the sea, and instead charge it into the groundwater. In Mumbai, something like 7,000 to 8,000 bore wells, just taking out the water, but nobody is charging it back. So therefore, as a result, the water table is going down and down and down. I think at some places it has already reached 300 feet. And at this rate, if it keeps on going down, maybe in a few years' time you will not have subsoil water. You cannot take out from 1,000 feet. Okay, so that is going down. On the other hand, whatever rain falls here and you have 1 to 2 meters of rainfall, all that, most of it goes down, out. It's drained into the sea. If you can arrest even half the quantity of that water, put it in your reservoir down below, use it whenever you want, you will never be short of water. Collect all the rainwater which falls on the roof as well as in the compound and around area, and we bring it down to this tank. Now, to let water seep into the groundwater, you have to have a bare surface. And therefore, we have put a channel. It's a 70 feet long channel, 6 feet deep, and the bottom is bare. It has just sand, pebbles, etc. So whatever water flows down into this channel goes down into the earth and fills up and recuperates the water table. That is one. The second is that similarly all the compound water which is there it falls into this channel. Now it creates one problem, that if it is water only from the roof, then it can be clean. But we are collecting from the compound and from the road and everywhere. So therefore it's not clean. If we let that go on our soil, it chokes that bed. It tends to choke, and within about a year or 2 years, it will not let water seep into the ground. So the efficiency goes down. Therefore what we do is, first we pass through a filter. From one chamber it goes to the other filter. It again filters. Then it comes back and goes into the bores, etc. 6-inch wide bores. And just going 100 feet deep. So the rainwater also goes down. Now you might ask, if you are putting that dirty water in and you are again taking out that water, it should be dirty. No. While through the bore we just put up to 100 feet. But the water from the bore well which we are taking out is from 200 feet. So from 100 to 200 feet, this water is sort of distilled and is again filtered before it reaches the ground. The water from the roof comes to this tank. From this tank it goes to the channel. This is a 70 feet long channel, 6 feet deep, bare bottom. And from there it goes to the filter, back to the filter, and then back to the bores and the gaps of the bore wells. So we got 3 bore wells, 3 gaps here, 1 channel, and therefore the rainwater keeps going down into the groundwater. We call it charging. So we charge more than what we consume.
Preserve and conserve the natural resources to build a better tomorrow. If we each do our part, we can work towards turning the tide around.
Okay.